Listen, I have been trying to steer clear of this. I really have, because y'all know how I feel about this Kyrie Irving stuff, and I'm trying to keep my distance from it. But it's like the news won't let me. It's like I have to dip my toes in this one way or another, and it's like nobody wins. So for people who are just seeing this for the first time, I'm going to go over the whole situation and then talk about where we currently are. The main headline is that the Nets were fined $50,000 because Kyrie went into the locker room yesterday. You remember at halftime, Kyrie went into the locker room with the Nets, and all of us were just like, how is he not allowed to play if he can go to the locker room and be on the court after the game? Well, we might have snitched on him, I don't know, because the league fined not Kyrie, the Nets. Either New York or the league, I think it was the league, fined the Brooklyn Nets $50,000 for that. He's not supposed to be back there. He's only supposed to be in the crowd with 1 million people, but not in the locker room. That somehow makes sense. Sure, why not? Cool. So big picture thing, right? Big picture. Kyrie Irving didn't get vaccinated, therefore he was not able to play what can't he play? He can't play the home games because of New York's mask mandate vaccine thingy, right? Kyrie's not allowed to play those home games. In the beginning of the season, Sean Marks and them said, well, we can't have you in and out of the lineup like that. You won't play at all until you get vaccinated. Kyrie said, fine. He went home. He said, screw y'all, I'm going home. On some Eric Hartman. He went home. Nets got to losing because James Harden didn't want to be a part of this team, apparently. Had to call Kyrie back. Ironically, everyone got COVID the second he came back, but that's neither here nor there. This has been a very long season, but everyone gets over COVID, allegedly, and we get Kyrie back on the court. He's only playing the away games. Mandates get lifted a little more, and Kyrie is able to practice. Cool. Mandates get lifted a little bit more. Kyrie is able to attend the games and be in the audience with like 30,000 other people, even though he's not vaccinated, but cool. So that gets lifted. Kyrie's current restrictions are he cannot play, and I guess he's not allowed in the locker room as well. He can't be on the court, but he can be in the stands. He just can't be on the court. The mandates are allegedly in place to make sure that Kyrie was protected because he is unvaccinated, so you don't want him around people who are constantly traveling and stuff like that, like in and out of airports and stuff like that, and hotels and all that type of stuff. You're protecting Kyrie, so that's why the mandates are in. How it is that he is able to walk through the building unmasked and give everyone dap on the way there and then be on the court after the game, I'm not sure. One of the main things that was confusing me and a lot of people is, how was he able to go to the locker room but not be on the court? Well, we just got the answer to that. He wasn't supposed to do that. Now, if that was like laid out in the fine print of the vaccination rules and we just didn't read that part, sure, why not? But I'm not even sure what to make of this anymore. It's become quite the bother. And a lot of people are just doing the whole make it make sense shuffle, and I understand that. I get it. I gotcha. I'm semi right there with you. I understand why there are the mandates, but it's like the way it's relaxed, but other factors are not, are a little contradictory. Like, again, if we are protecting Kyrie Irving from being exposed to people who are doing a lot of traveling and stuff like that because of the New York area, like, I understand that. That part makes sense. But allowing him to practice with the team, still in Brooklyn, you're able to practice with the team, you're able to go to the games and be in the stands without a mask on. You can be on the court when the game is over, but we draw the line with him going to the locker room and him actually playing. That's a lot of mental gymnastics there. And while, again, I guess we should be thankful that he's even allowed to be there and practice with the team, it just when we get to this gray area of what specifically he can and cannot do, it gives me a headache trying to keep up with it. Like, at least there was some, like, it sucks that the Nets got fined $50,000. But it's like, at least there's some consistency of, yes, he has to stay in the stands. He can't just be in the locker room. Like, at least there's consistency in that. And I feel like that's what a lot of people are asking for. Now, biggest possible picture, the biggest zoom out Google Earth can do. We should have traded this man, because the type of stuff we're going through is ridiculous. Trade him to a city and a market where the mandates don't exist. Like, trade him to the Hawks or something like that. Give us John Collins. Where did that come from? Anyway, trade that man. If we would have traded him, none of this would have even applied to us. We would have been off this. We would have had someone else, someone who was able to legally play, and we wouldn't be having to do the 1-2 step like, oh, it's the mayor. Oh, it's the government. Oh, it's a conspiracy. Oh, Hotep stuff. Like, you feel me? Like, we wouldn't be having to do all this if we would have just traded him. If we would have just traded Kyrie and gotten back someone of a somewhat equal caliber who is able to play full time, we wouldn't even be dealing with this. But trade deadline's gone. We decided to get rid of Harden instead of Kyrie. Is what it is. This is the situation we're stuck with. So in this current situation that we're stuck with, where we're stuck with Kyrie, he can't go anywhere. We're stuck with him, at least for the rest of the season. We're stuck with this man. This is the kind of stuff we're going to constantly be going through. And I don't want you to see this as I'm doing the Sever was right there, because I'm not happy about this. I'm a Nets fan. I'm not happy about this either. But these are the cards we've been willingly dealt. Because we dealt ourselves the cards, but this is the situation that we're in. Again, this whole thing could have been solved if either we just traded him or he would have gotten vaccinated. Neither of those things happened, so we're stuck. So where we are currently is trying to make the best out of a really crappy situation. So now we know Kyrie can be in the stands. Kyrie can literally touch and hug anyone in the stands. Kyrie can be on the court when the game is over and interact with the players. But he cannot go to the locker room. And he can't play. Did we get all the rules? Did we get the fine print? Do we have a better understanding of what's going on here? Because I would rather not, for the next month and a half, do this whole thing of, well, can Kyrie do this? Oh, there's a fine. Ooh. Well, can Kyrie do this? Oh, there's another fine. Like, let's hammer these details out and have a prime understanding of what we're doing. And even in terms of what the next 1 to 2 months implies, let's just finalize that right now. Let's not do this thing where every week we're saying, oh, the Nets are optimistic. No. Let's just settle this. Can homie play or not? A lock went directly into my eye. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Let's just hammer this out. Can he play or not? And once we have the understanding of that and have the guidelines and what it is he can and cannot do specifically, let's collectively move on and never visit this again. At least until summer, where we'll have to go through the drama of do we re-sign him or not. And you already know what my answer is, but that's neither here nor there. Let me know your thoughts on all this shenanigans down below. And just selfishly as a content creator, I just feel bad for people in other markets, because it's like literally all I have to do is look at Twitter if I'm bored, and there's a video idea right there. Like it's so easy. It's like my job is so easy. It's criminal. Shout out to Nets Republic, because this is too easy.